Yo, luxury kings and queens. Ever imagined a supercar worth millions turning into a flaming disaster? Not just crashing on the road, but obliterating companies, reputations, and dreams in a blaze of scandals, bankruptcies, and broken promises? How does that even happen? Welcome to Lavish Explained, where we rip the polished hood off the luxury world to expose its wildest, darkest secrets. And today's video is an absolute banger. Every supercar flop explained in 12 minutes. 7 mind-blowing stories of supercars that aimed for the stars but crashed harder than a meteor. From one that set a celebrity's garden on fire, to another tied to a drug smuggling bust, to one that even a royal family couldn't save, and a forgotten beast that cost millions to fix. So smash that like button, hit subscribe, and stick till the end for the most shocking flop yet, because you won't believe what went down. Let's dive into why supercars flop. These aren't just cars, they're high-stakes bets where one misstep like overhype, insane production costs, bad timing, or straight-up betrayal can bury a brand. And we're unpacking 7 iconic flops. Vector W8, Cizeta V16T, DeLorean DMC12, Porsche 959, Bugatti EB110, Mosler MT900, and Spiker C8, each loaded with drama, millions in losses, and lessons that'll make you rethink luxury, so let's roll. First up, the Vector W8. America's 1980s attempt to outshine Lamborghini looked like it drove out of a sci-fi movie with a twin-turbo 6-planer V8 pumping 625 horsepower, priced at a jaw-dropping $455,000. And Vector claimed it had hit 240 miles per hour, faster than anything else. But here's the brutal truth. Only 17 were built from 1989 to 1993 because production was a chaotic mess. Parts were so expensive, you could buy a house for less, and reliability was a disaster. Get this, tennis star Andre Agassi bought one, and it literally caught fire in his garden, making global headlines in 1993, torching Vector's reputation. And by 1996, the company was bankrupt, with unsold cars rotting in warehouses, proving that hype without quality is a death sentence. So what do you think of this fiery flop? Drop Vector in the comments and let's start a debate. Next, the Cizeta V16T, an Italian monster from 1991, designed by Marcello Gandini, the legend behind the Lamborghini Miura, with a 16-cylinder engine churning out 540 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds, priced at $650,000, and marketed as the ultimate exclusive supercar. But why did it crash so hard? Only 10 were made because the early 90s recession crushed luxury demand. The V16 engine was a maintenance nightmare costing lakhs per service. And Cizeta ran out of cash by 1995, leaving cars unsold. One ended up forgotten in a Brunei prince's garage. The 1981 icon with gull-wing doors that starred in Back to the Future. But don't let the movie fame trick you. This was a catastrophic flop. Priced at $25,000. About 2 crore today, with a pathetic 2.85-liter V6 engine making just 130 horsepower, slower than a budget sedan. And founder John DeLorean hyped it as the car of the future, raising $200 million from investors like Johnny Carson. But production in Ireland was a disaster, leaking roofs, peeling paint, electrical failures, and only 9,000 were built before bankruptcy hit in 1982. And here's the real shocker. DeLorean was arrested for allegedly smuggling $24 million in cocaine to fund his failing company. Though he was acquitted, the scandal killed the brand. So, which is crazier? The car's failure or the drug drama? Comment DeLorean and let's get to 200 comments. Moving on. The Porsche 959. A 1986 tech masterpiece with a 2.8-liter twin-turbo flat-six pushing 450 horsepower, hitting 197 miles per hour. Priced at $300,000, 3 crore today, and hailed as the most advanced supercar ever. But it flopped in the US because Porsche skipped crash testing for regulations, banning sales until 1999 under a show or display law. And only 337 were made, costing Porsche millions in losses as dealers sat on unsold cars. Plus, its complex all-wheel drive system was a repair nightmare, with one owner quoted $100,000 for a single fix, showing that even giants like Porsche can fumble. So, are you a Porsche fan despite this? Hit like if you are. Next, the Bugatti EB110, launched in 1991 to revive the Bugatti name, with a 3.5-liter quad-turbo V12 pumping 553 horsepower, hitting 212 miles per hour. Priced at $350,000, but only 139 were built because the 90s recession killed demand, production costs spiraled out of control, and by 1995, Bugatti went bankrupt, with one EB110 repossessed from a shady dealer linked to fraud in Italy, and others left unsold in showrooms, proving that timing is make or break in the supercar game. So drop Bugatti in the comments if this shocked you. Now, the Mosler MT900, a 2001 American supercar with a 5.7-liter V8 from a Corvette, pushing 435 horsepower, priced at $400,000, 3.5 crore today, and marketed as a lightweight track beast, but it flopped hard with only 20 units sold because Mosler had zero brand recognition. Marketing was non-existent, and the car's stripped-down design felt cheap for the price. Plus, repair costs were insane due to custom parts, and by 2012, Mosler shut down.
Finally, the Spyker C8, a Dutch supercar from 2000 with a 4.2L Audi V8, 400 horsepower, and a $250,000 price tag, 2 crore today.
Known for its luxe interior and aircraft-inspired design. But only 300 were made, because Spyker's ambitious F1 racing venture drained their cash. Production halted in 2014, and one C8 was infamously seized in a Russian oligarch's asset freeze, leaving Spyker bankrupt by 2015. Proving that spreading yourself too thin kills even the coolest cars. So which flop is the wildest? Vector, Cizeta, DeLorean, Porsche, Bugatti, Mosler, or Spyker? Comment your pick, and let's hit 300 comments. Wrapping up, these 7 flops. Vector's fire fiasco, Cizeta's recession ruin, DeLorean's drug scandal, Porsche's regulatory disaster, Bugatti's bankrupt bust, Mosler's no-name nightmare, and Spyker's overambitious collapse show that supercars are a brutal business, where one mistake can cost billions. So if you loved this deep dive, share it with your car-obsessed crew, smash that like button, and subscribe with the bell icon for weekly luxury scandals. Next up, every billionaire yacht disaster explained. And trust me, it's wilder than this. So don't miss it.